welcome in to Extreme Talk, presented by nobody yet, but always looking, always open. DMs are open, emails open, and always looking for a partner, someone that we can promote. Ideally in the 8-man world. Um, but I think it'd be pretty cool. I know last year we had Cornette Performance, Eli Cornette. We've promoted companies that dads with kids on teams or coaches. We've always kind of tried to partner and keep, promote the people that are supporting this awesome game. So would love to hear from you and love to partner up with you. At this time, let me bring in my co-host. He is a former All-American, former four-year starter at Sacred Heart of Jesus High School, and he's a big Jeff Levy fan. Blake Biggs.
James, how's my favorite Amish doing?
My
favorite Amish person, excuse me.
That's fair. That's fair. Your favorite Amish person is very, very tired. Long day yesterday. We'll get into it. Eli will not be on the show today. He got some family matters. We talked about it last week. Just newly married. Just found out that him and his wife his wife's expecting. He's not expecting. His wife's expecting. So he's got a whole lot going on in his life right now, and so Eli's handling business. I think I mentioned it last week. Might be in and out a couple times, but he's got a lot going on in his life, and so. Absolutely support him doing that and taking care of business. Can't be mad about it at all. So we're flying the ship today. We did it last week, Blake, and I think it's very apropos. I don't know. Do you think we should? I know we did one last week. We did a moment of silence for the SIFA. Should we do another one this week?
Yeah, I say we go ahead.
I think
well. Are you gonna play taps again, or?
You know what? I will imitate taps. How about that? All right, ladies and gentlemen.
I can pull up.
Yeah,
I can pull up taps.
Yeah, pull it up. Pull it up real quick.
But also, what about the CFA in South Carolina?
Oh yeah, I didn't. Well, I don't know if it's confirmed. I mean, I know one of their teams is gone. Yeah, we'll include them in there.
Okay. Hang on. We'll get
Mr. Blake,
make sure
DJ Blake Biggs.
All right.
DJ Big. Here, ladies and gentlemen, please join us in a moment of silence for the SIFA and the CFA. They were great conferences. Had a great run. SIFA went on a run. CFA, a young conference, ended too early. Thank you for joining us. Oh, it's not done. My bad. Remembering all the champions. The Pack Panthers. The Augusta Eagles. And Community Christian. Thank you for joining us in this moment of silence for conferences gone but never forgotten. Rest in peace.
There's definitely more.
Was
say
there?
Next week.
Was there?
Well, no, more conferences.
Gotcha.
I think next week we need to have an extra long service for TSIAA.
Well, the whole conference isn't gone. They just the football division
for
is
football.
dead.
For football,
the football
yeah.
division's dead. Yeah. I feel responsible for that, but anyways.
Well.
I do have a couple of things to address from last week's show, and a huge thank you to everyone who tuned in and listened. Got a lot of great feedback, and so that's cool, like to have that interaction. So first and foremost, I owe an apology to Mr. Eli Black down at Evangel Christian. I don't even know if he's going to hear this. Hopefully, Coach Smith will let him know that this is headed his way. But I do apologize. Last week, talking about Evangel, I referred to Eli as a former great Evangel Christian School player, Kemp Swords. I said that they have a great quarterback in Kemp Swords. I was a couple years late, and so and especially with the way that Eli played last year, I owe you a massive apology. So, young man, my apologies. And my apologies to the Evangel Christian School Lightning family for completely muffing that one. My bad. I also said that the East Central Patriots lost a ton of players. They actually didn't. Now, they will after this year, but they did not lose a ton of guys from last year. They lost some key guys, but not a ton. So I had to address those things, clear those two things up from last week's show that were pointed out to me. So thank you very much. The other thing that we got, Blake, and this was very interesting, coming out of some MAIS folks that we know. Got some cool info about what's going on down there in the MAIS. Did I send you that?
You told me you did not send it to me,
Okay.
so I can't recoup it all.
So I thought I did. So Discovery Christian moving to 8-man, moving back to 8-man
Right.
from 11-man.
Mhm.
And then I'm trying to see. I think that was the biggest part. It's
I
just
know Central Holmes is 11 or 8 now.
yeah.
Excuse me.
Central Holmes is 8. Clinton Christian is 8. So that was
Philly Independent.
Yep. And then I thought this was really cool. So we've talked about the MSCFL before, Mid South Christian Football League down there in Mississippi. I know we've discussed it before. I'm trying to find the text, but that conference has grown. And Blake, you and I talked about it a little bit, but last year they had a couple independent teams there in Mississippi. Those independent teams are now part of the conference. There's some new teams, brand new teams that have been added. That conference is up to 8 members, so they are knocking. They're knocking on the door of the SEC, of course, biggest conference in the country that does not have 11-man football, and only has 8-man. There's a few conferences like that out there left. Southeastern Extreme Conference, the biggest at 9. These guys at 8. So they got Pine Belt, Magnolia, Southeastern, Meridian, Mount Zion Christian is one of the new ones, as well as Gulf Coast, and then Unity Christian from Leland, Mississippi, and the Mississippi Tornadoes are in that conference this year. So Blake, that'll be really interesting to see how that one plays out. Faithful Explorer or Faithful Explorers not in the conference this year, so playing an independent schedule, I believe. But that'll be interesting, and it'll be interesting to see how they do the playoffs too. If they do a top 4, top 6, and how that kind of sorts out. I mean, Pine Belt had a good season last year. Meridian had a good season last year. Sahi had a good season, so. That conference is going to be fun to keep an eye on this year.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think. They added new program. Don't really have much information on them. Don't know where they're at. Mount Zion, they're new.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Mount Zion and Gulf Coast are the
yeah.
two new ones there. And I believe the ACEL added a couple of teams. Did they add a couple of teams, or did a couple of teams just change their name?
So Freedom Life is now Natchitoches Parish Christian Athletics. I think it's like a co-op deal with Freedom Life and like a homeschool. I don't know for sure, but ACL didn't add anybody. They just lost.
You nailed the pronunciation, by the way.
What, Natchitoches?
Natchitoches.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was close. I was gonna say Natchitoches.
Yeah, I have friends from all over Louisiana, obviously New Orleans. I think I have some from Ruston, kind of close there, Monroe, Lafayette, Shreveport. So
There you go. So yeah, so those two conferences growing. Last week we went over some of the changes that were happening across the world, across the southeast in terms of 8 man. A lot of conferences losing teams, going to 11 man, or going to 9 man. A couple teams moving to 8. Then you had like a North River that changed conference. So a lot of movement from last season to this season, and really kind of shaking things up a little bit. A couple teams even dropped their program, so you hate to hear about that, but hopefully they'll be back. But yeah, no, it's really interesting to see all the movement and see how it shakes out this year. Well, let's recap this weekend. Really, just yesterday. Not a whole lot happening across the world of 8 man. I know there were. I think in Alabama they did a media day for the big schools, and some of the homeschool programs and small Christian schools got to be involved. I don't have a ton of notes from that. I know the ACSC Media Day was yesterday. The SEEC Media Day was yesterday. So both of those, you had the jamboree happening, the annual jamboree up at Christian Community Schools. Several teams involved in it, and it was a lot of fun. Now, granted, I didn't get home till late, but it was a lot of fun. Um, and the timing worked out good too. I'm glad that the ACSEs was at 10, and then ours was at 2. That way, people could watch both of them and check both of them out. But I really enjoyed it, Blake. I know you got a chance to watch both of them.
right.
What were some things that stood out to you from those?
Um, well, I think the first one and probably the most important one is I like how each team has put some kind of emphasis on their faith and
Yeah.
talking about that. I think that's great. Obviously. Uh, I know the not the SEC, Seek. I know they've kind of got some teams who've lost a lot of seniors, but I know ACSC their guys seem ready to step up just from hearing them speak and talk. I think it was Southern's quarterback. He was talking about like how coach just kind of threw him out as a starter, and he's rolling into this year as a starter and
Oh, that was
talk about how he's ready.
East Central.
It's East Central, my bad.
Yeah.
Excuse
No,
me.
no, no.
I said
You're good.
Southern,
No,
my
you're good.
bad.
I remember
Yeah,
it was Barrett Weems who is who you're talking about. Yeah, he played some
right. Yeah,
quarterback, and then yeah, he it's his team right now.
yeah. I think I was thinking of Southern because they were brought up about like last year starting off really hot and then just kind of slipping up towards the end, and then Evangel was kind of reverse. They were kind of started the season slow, and then got hot, that real hot at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Um, if I had if I had to give like I don't know. I just thought it was funny how ACSC kept mentioning they won all three national championships.
I mean,
I just
it's
thought that
not
was
it's
funny.
not wrong. They're not wrong.
It's no, I'm just saying it was funny how they just kept flaunting it.
I mean, I
Which
listen.
I would too.
I would too. I can't fault them for it.
I
I
would
mean,
too.
to be fair, Zeke didn't have any teams in D2 and D3, so I would have. It's been
Yeah.
interesting. It would have been interesting to see if those teams had something to say about it. But to be
Yeah,
fair,
no, not
Zeke, and I addressed it a little bit yesterday. Zeke
yeah,
Zeke had two teams in Division One.
yeah.
One of them made the
Not
national
not a bad
championship.
thing.
No, no, and it's
No,
all
not a
and
bad
just
thing.
just so
That
everyone knows, it's all good fun. Like it's
yeah.
literally at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's just having fun. So before
Mhm.
anybody gets their pants in a wad, All right. It's all we're all just joshing. I'm good friends with not good friends, but I'm friends with Mike Long, the ACSC commissioner. I talk to coaches down there all the time. Like we're good. We're just messing with each other. At the end of the day, what's important is that the young men get a chance to play ball, that they get to learn about Christ, and that they grow to be good young men. That's what matters at the end of the day. The rest of it's all just we're just messing. If you've
Yeah.
ever if you've messed with your buddy, you got your buddies, right? You're gonna give them a
Hmm.
hard time. Y'all are gonna talk trash, and y'all are gonna go back and forth. At the end of the day, you care about them. If they're going to do the polar plunge off the side of the Golden Gate Bridge, you want them to call you. If life's down, if they need you, you want them to
Hmm.
call you, right? So
Yeah.
it's just before anybody gets all worked up. Hey, listen, it's a joke,
It's kind of
right?
like what Flanders said. Like y'all are friends, y'all just don't know it yet. Y'all may be
That was
friends. Like
great. That was
yeah,
great. He goes,
yeah,
man, I don't really know anybody on the other team. He goes, you just don't know it yet. And
yeah.
it's true.
Y'all
I
about to
mean,
be friends.
and it's true. Like because there's a lot of guys
So
that
it's like
played each other. Like you, there's you, there's
me and Cornette.
you
Yeah,
and Cornette. There's Riley Hall at Riverside. There's Timmy Aldrich. There's a bunch of guys that played each other, and at the moment, you kind of knew who the person was, but you didn't really know them. You weren't friends with them, and then you get to know them after ball, and you're like, man, we would have been cool during ball
yeah,
if we didn't play for opposite teams.
yeah,
So but no, it was cool. I think for Seek, I think the best now I will say ACSC one cracked me up because uh, I I was sending questions in and huge shout out to Scott Stafford for
yeah,
putting on the ACSC media day. I know I've seen firsthand what goes into him putting that on and the work that he does on it in it. And Coach Tim Smith talked about it a little bit yesterday, but the amount of time and effort that goes into it, putting it together, and huge shout out to him. But he was letting me send in questions and talk a little bit, and um, you don't get kicking very much. Everybody talks about me and kickers. I love kicking. I love I love special teams. I love the kicking game. Right? It's just everybody knows that. So
right.
I asked one of the kickers a question about personal goals, and he's like, oh, I knew he was going to ask that. I'm like, well, I love kicking. I love the kicking game. I even like punts. Like a good punt, can't beat it, dude. A good
You're just
coffin
Pat,
corner.
dude. Quit with the Pat McAfee mark, man.
It's not Pat McAfee, Mark. I love a good listen. If here, you want to know what really grinds my gears. It's when teams don't work on kicking and they just onside kick every single time. Like,
Yeah.
like
Well,
in my
sometimes
mind, do what? Go ahead.
sometimes they just don't have the leg. Like there's just not a kicker on the roster.
I mean, but somebody can boot it 20 yards. Like you can do something.
Oh, it's just
You got
I
to
feel
be
like
able
it's
to do
more.
something. Like hit up
Yeah,
the local soccer team. I don't know. Like do
the
something.
local soccer team.
Like,
I don't
listen, I think there should be a rule if you know that you're going to have to onside kick at least 3 times a game because you don't have a kicker, just give the ball to the other team at the 35-yard line. Let them go. Like,
know.
what are we doing? I know there's a chance that you could recover the ball and there could be a fumble. I get all that, but like when we're in the middle of the third quarter, a team's up 30 points and they have to onside kick because they don't have a kicker. I mean, a little part of my soul dies. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what are
Well,
we?
I
I
feel
mean,
like at that point you can kick it beat.
like,
But I understand like you're in a tight game, you don't got a kicker, and you just gotta onside it.
yeah, like
I'm not faulting anyone there.
if you're up, put the ball on a tee and let someone like take 3 steps back and try to just swing at it. I mean, it's got to go. It's got to do something like a squib kick. Give me a squib kick. I'll take a squib kick over an
Yeah.
onside.
Also, I also feel like the big hit on a kickoff has just kind of been lost in that too, and
Yeah, yeah.
I hate that.
Like you want the deep kickoffs because then there's some blocking involved or even a squib kick. Like there's blocking when you get onside, guys. And I'm just it's just the way it is. Guys are gonna find their opponent. They're gonna line them up and they're gonna light them. They're gonna line them up, and they're gonna light them up on an onside kick because they're gonna go, oh, I gotta knock this guy off so he didn't get the ball. Like it just comes with the territory. But if you get a squib kick or a long kick off, guys are trying to actually block and beat the block, and it is there anything better than a good kickoff return for a touchdown?
No.
It's one of the
Well, no,
like
no, no, no. Scoop and score. Scoop and score.
I would say here's oh dude, we didn't even talk about this. This would be a fun conversation. Let's have this conversation, right?
Okay.
Because we didn't have a whole
Okay.
lot scheduled for today. Top 5 types of plays in football, no matter the level, no matter what. Top 5 types of plays.
Okay.
I'll give.
What's like?
Let me give my number 5. I'm not going to put them in any order.
Yeah.
I don't think we should order them, but I think we can give our top 5.
Okay. So for first one I got to go with, and this is no order, dude. Give me a good like zone run out of pistol.
Okay, I see that.
Like, dude, like I love seeing a run that just works. The line opens up, and the running back gets to the next level for about 5, 10, 15 yards. That it's just so visually pleasing to the eyes. I don't know about you, but I love pistol.
That's a solid one. I'm not gonna lie, that's a solid one.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're going run game, I've got to go with a good quarterback option.
Okay.
Just a good like a good solid a read option. I'm sorry, a read option. Put the ball in the gut, read the D end. When that D end bites, quarterback pops out to the side.
Like, is this in the spread or is this in like kind of a tight formation?
Spread, like a shotgun.
Spread, okay, yeah. Spread. I agree.
Like a good read option
10,
where
yards.
a good read option where the D end bites, loses contain, quarterback pops to the outside, picks up a first down or more. Top 5 plays.
Okay. For my next one, I got to go. Give me a good like play action boot. Lined up tight, and then you have like your tight end doing like kind of a sail or kind of like a cross route. That's just, I don't know. I think you've probably seen that one play where Peyton Manning runs off a boot into the end zone.
Oh, dude, it was great.
Dude,
it was great.
You can't beat that. You can't beat that.
I think my next one, I think you got to go with a good interception return.
Okay.
Like a good like just across the middle crossing route, guy reads it, steps up, snags it, and takes off, and there's only linemen and the quarterback to chase him.
Okay.
Like we saw. Now, I will say, and that's if someone doesn't chase him down. Like, oh man, it was a couple years ago. It was like Arizona and Seattle, I think. In the NFL, and the dude intercepted it, and then I think it was DK Metcalf like ran him down. But I'm talking like teams on the 25, crossing route, guy steps up, reads the play, picks it off, runs it in.
Yeah.
Like that's a soul crusher. If it happens to you, it's a soul crusher. If you're the one that does it, oh man, that's like momentum times 100.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Give me a good. For my number 3, I'm going to go with a good PAT/field goal. Not one that, like, barely squeaks in, but, like, one that could be good from 50.
Yeah.
That, like, where it hits the back of the fence and you hear it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Or like if you're in like if you're like Gatlinburg and they're kicking towards the mountains and they hit it and then it just like it doesn't even hit the top of the hill. It just like goes onto the practice field behind
it
behind
keeps
the
going.
field. Yeah, it keeps going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
No. Like a good college kick.
I'm actually gonna go the other way, and I think for mine, I'm gonna go with one of those kicks that like just drops over the crossbar, and there's like a moment of hesitation, like You can't tell from the stands or the field. It took the refs like looking at
Hmm.
it dead on, and then they're like, okay, it squeaked over. I'm gonna go the other way.
Okay.
I think those are the ones where it's like, and it's really the anticipation of like, okay, did it go over? Did it not? Oh, it went over. Cool.
Yeah. It's like, whoa, like that's real good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Well, the one, yeah,
Um,
where it's like, there's like that split second of did it go? Did it not? Did it go? Oh, okay, cool. It went.
yeah. I'm trying to think. Give me a good, like, I wouldn't say goal line fade, but a good, like, red zone fade
Okay.
where, like, back corner, you're at like the 15 or even 20-yard line, and just you throw it to that back pylon in the corner, and your receiver just goes up, grabs it, toe tap, and falls out of bounds.
Like Santonio Holmes in the Super Bowl against Arizona, toe tap, toe drag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Santonio Holmes. Yeah, you said
Well,
Centennial.
no, I didn't. I said Santonio.
Oh, I may have just heard you wrong.
Nah,
Sorry.
it's all good. It might be the mic. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, like a good over the shoulder. There's no way to defend it. Just dropped it in the
Mhm.
basket.
Yeah. That's just yeah. I'm trying to think. What's your number one?
Well, I still got two. Um,
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go with a good, and this is the D line in me. I'm gonna go with a good, uh, not blindside sack. Like just like coming around that left side, left tackle or left guard missed their block, running back wasn't
Hmm.
there, and just boom. Now, obviously, I don't want
Yeah.
anybody to get hurt. I want it to be a safe kind of deal. But as a fan, as a broadcaster, as the defense, when you get that, and then bonus points if the ball pops out.
Yeah.
When you get that, and I hate it in the moment, I hate it for the quarterback. I'm like, dude, I hope he's okay. I hope he's not badly hurt. Obviously, you don't want anybody to get hurt, but on defense, when your guy comes around the edge, and you hear it too. You hear the boom, top top play. Hold on, I gotta switch over.
He kind of stole it, but
Mine's very situational, right? I got to go. Of course, I was D lineman. Um, one of those sacks where you run through two or three guys. You beat off two guards, and then you ran the running back, and then you get a sack in the backfield, but specifically on like second or third down.
Yeah, yeah.
That's one of those plays that can just energize like the defense, and
I'd say
just get momentum swinging your way.
I'd say a good third down where you get that
Yeah.
sack, and now it's decision time. Well, no, really, if it happens on second down, because now it's a third and long.
Well, yeah, I would even say third down because that just puts way more pressure on fourth down,
Right.
especially if it's like a tight game and it's like fourth and long. Like, your boys are buzzing on the sideline.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then like you're ready to drill the quarterback the next play.
And then if it leads to a punt, your offense comes on the field juiced, dude, like
Yeah.
ready to go.
Mhm. Yeah, I've actually won a game sacking a guy like that on third down.
Nice.
Awesome. So
Who are you?
one of the best
who are you
feelings ever.
playing?
Nighthawks.
Nice.
It was one of those. It wasn't quite like a It wasn't quite like I had to, fight off a couple guys because they were going to spread. But like I got off that end, and their quarterback was like kind of in the. He was kind of out of the pocket, and then he took a step out. Like I nearly lost him, and I was literally hanging on by his jersey. I managed to get my arm around his leg, and he went down. Thank God I almost lost him, but that was awesome. That got me juiced up. But
I think I said it earlier. I think my not top, but my last top five, it's got to be a good kickoff return, like just a not from a squib kick, like a good ball gets kicked down to the 5 or 10 yard line. you set up your blockers set up whichever way you're supposed to be going, and then you hit that edge, you turn on the burners, and boom, gone.
Yeah.
I got to see a bunch of those. What game was it last year? It was Lancaster and the Heat.
Yeah.
They had a game where there was like it was just kickoff return, back and forth. It was a high scoring game. What was the score of that game? That was
Wasn't Faith in East Central like that?
I think they had a couple.
Okay.
Let me see. Let's see. What was the Faith East Central? You talking about from Gatlinburg last year?
Yeah, from last year, yeah.
Let's see. What was the score?
I think there were a few of those type of plays.
Faith might have had a couple. I mean, Faith won pretty big, 47-18.
Yeah.
Let me see. Lancaster Christian. What was that Heat Lancaster score? I know it was why there was over 100 points scored. Let's see. It was 68-48, but the Heat pulled away at the end.
Okay.
Let me see. I did the box score. Yeah, at the end of the first quarter, which the first quarter, I think it took like an hour, just over an hour. It was 26-24 at the end of the first quarter.
Wow.
And then Lancaster scored in the second quarter. Heat did not. So it was 32-24 at the half. And then they were tied at 42. No, it was 4. Let's see. I'm trying to do math. 42-40 at the end of the third quarter. And then there was an injury, and then the Heat kind of pulled away. The Heat kind of pulled away in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. That kind of reminds me of the Mount Olive game from last year when they played Freedom Life.
Yeah.
88 to 86. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. One quarterback in that game had 295 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. That was the one where Levi Ashburn had he only attempted 12. He attempted 12, completed 7, had 211 yards for 4 touchdowns, and then he had 15 carries for 104 yards and 2 more touchdowns. That was a pretty wild game. I think the kickoff returns. Let me see. Kickoff returns. Reese Hill had 2 kickoff returns for 98 yards. I think he had a touchdown. Let's see. I know the Heat you had Corley with 5 returns for 152 yards. It was a wild game, but like a good kickoff return. I don't know, man. It's up there a little ways for me.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm more of a defense guy, so I love like a good. I feel like defense is mainly one of those like you can scheme up a good defense, but it really is about like momentum.
Yeah.
And like buzz. I feel like a good like second or third down sack is like peak energy on defense. So
now, what if it's a second or third down sack and it's a blindside sack?
Oh yeah, it kind of depends on the situation. I feel like any sack in general is, obviously like a big drive changer, but like I'm talking like late game, 1-score game, your defense is up and they force the offense into a 4th and long kind of deal. Like that's pressure at that point,
That's stadium. What's the
Stadium Pulse?
Yeah, Stadium Pulse. Yeah, I couldn't think of the second. I knew it was Stadium something. That's that. That's
white out at Penn State.
Yeah. Having to call a timeout. Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah. There's some good. I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean, you can't. If I had to go.
If anyone disagrees,
yeah,
we'd love to hear.
We'd love to
hear.
I think a good. I think an honorable mention would be, or like a number 6 would be like a good over-the-shoulder post route where you got everybody beat and it just drops right in there in stride. You take
like a touch pass almost.
Yeah, you take like four more strides and you're in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
Like just in the basket.
Or like a good screen,
Yeah.
like a screen that just works.
Uh, yeah. Agree to disagree.
Get a couple good blocks and just go. I
Oh,
don't know. I know.
how did we miss a pancake block?
Oh my gosh, how did we miss a pancake
I
block?
completely missed that. Like a good syrup flowing, got some butter on there. Dadgum, now I'm hungry. Now I'm hungry. Just a good pancake block.
Yeah,
Man, how did I miss that?
I don't know. As a lineman,
As a
or
lineman, right?
as
I
a lineman, I do not know how you missed that.
I missed it too. I don't know. I don't know, man. Well, if like you said, if anyone listening disagrees, maybe you've got something we forgot to mention. Just let us know. Say, hey, listen, what about this play? Ooh, I didn't think about that one. If you think it's something we didn't, let us know. Um, man, I know we talked about jamborees last week, and I kind of went on a
Hmm.
little tirade, but dude, I'm just saying, like 5-on-5, 7-on-7, whatever. You get in that jamboree, man. And
Yeah,
the first time I heard the helmet pops, the hats banging, I was like, dude, I missed this. I missed it.
I
And
got a
then and
fever.
then and then I told you about it. And if you were there last night, you saw it. But dude, like it thunderstormed really bad up this way yesterday morning. And I'm like, okay, great. This is gonna be a long day. And then
Yeah,
I was loading in for media day, and it's like so humid, and I'm just like super sweat. I'm like, dadgum, this is gonna suck. Like, especially as a big guy, like this is gonna stink. We get done, we go eat because that's kind of the deal. You finish media day, go eat, come back, jamboree if you're not playing in it. So we get out of the Mexican restaurant, and it's like 74 with a breeze. I think it got down like into the 60s last night. I was like, man, I guess I need to eat more Mexican. Like,
yeah. So it was like one of those like late October kind of game day feels
dude,
where
it
the next morning you're gonna hear SEC on CBS. Rest in peace, by the way. Like one of those
old Lee
kind of
Corso just going
kind
at
of
it.
weathers. Yeah. Dude, like there's nothing better than October football. Like I'll be so for real.
There's
There's
nothing.
nothing better.
Like I understand if you want the NFL back, good for you. Nothing beats college, dude.
Yeah,
Nothing.
nothing beats
Not
college. I
even
don't.
nothing even beats Maction on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, I love like snowy action. Not to get off
Dude,
topic, but
that's
like
pretty cool.
action with some snow, or like even like a mid-September, Fun Belt matchup.
You know what I want to know? I want to know how many SEC games. This is so off topic. I want to know how many SEC games have been played in the snow. If there's ever
Oh,
been an SEC game played in the snow, because like you see the games out west and up north and all that, and as you get like into October, November, right? There's some snowy games. I wonder if there's
hmm
ever. Probably not. To be fair, it is the South, so I'm not delusional. I know it probably hasn't happened, but just
maybe Kentucky,
maybe in
maybe
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
That's true. I didn't think about that. Just a good, a good SEC. Can you imagine a good S? What if two SEC teams went to like I don't know Green Bay, Wisconsin, and played each other
In the
in the
snow.
snow?
I don't know
You
about
don't know
that.
about
I'd
that?
love to see. I'd love to see a snow game, and like I would love to see, say, like South Carolina go to like Kentucky or something. Both teams be like 2-5, and just a good classic snowy shootout. But
It's a very specific, like a little beamer ball in the snow.
yeah, a little beamer ball in the snow.
Oh man, that's funny.
But like I'm not crossing my fingers to see LSU Ole Miss in Baton Rouge with snow on the ground.
Well, obviously not.
Yeah.
Obviously not in Baton Rouge. Oh man, when was the last? I'm trying to remember if we've ever had snow in Gatlinburg for the All American
we,
game.
I, yeah, 2020. You
You're
said.
right.
I think. Yeah.
I think you're right. I think we did. It's been a minute. It's been a
I'm.
minute. We need a
I
good
remember my year. The weather was perfect. It was like warm.
dude. Somehow it always works out. It
Yeah.
always works out. There might be a little bit of rain, but it always works out. Like I
Yeah.
don't know, man.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, I don't have any here in the. I don't have any here in the unit, but I'll try to find some. So off topic.
Yeah.
To
A
be
little bit,
fair.
but it's okay.
So there's not a whole lot of games happening this weekend. A lot of teams getting started next weekend and the weekend after that. There is some action though this weekend. Actually, I think the first game, like the official season kickoff, if I'm not mistaken, I
It,
think it's Thursday.
yeah, it's ASL.
Yeah, which they always start like this week, and then they play Thursday
Dude,
games. So typically they will be the kickoff.
dude, I'm telling you, that conference has got it figured out. Like, I'm trying to think. Okay, obviously week 0 starts this, this week. So they start
This is
week
week
0 and go all
one.
the way to week.
This is
Huh?
week one. This is week one.
Uh,
Come on,
well,
it's week one.
helmet schedule says week 0. So,
What are you doing week
um,
0?
what'd you say?
It's week one.
Week 0, week Schmiro. I don't know.
It's SEC. It's SEEC week one.
Okay, SEEC week 1. Everybody else week 0. That's
ACL week
what I'm
one.
calling. ASL week. Everybody else week 0.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll give you that.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
Dude, anyway, their conference got it figured out because look, week 0, week 1, I guess, first weekend of August, and they go to like the second weekend of October. So if you're having a bad year, you're done early.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta drag it out anymore. But they got a 2-week playoff, and then 2 weeks after their playoff to just chill for a little bit before they go to Florida, if they go to Florida.
Well, and shout out to
They got
Acadiana.
it figured out.
Yeah, shout out to
Acadiana.
Acadiana making it to Florida last year. That was awesome to see them down there.
JPG, you're next.
Yeah,
let's
go.
Guys.
Come on, get it together.
Come on, guys.
Let's. I will say, so the Thursday game is Mid-State and North Shore, which they kicked off the season last year. On Thursday, it was like August. It's like August the 7th. So North Shore got a 38-10 win there. No, Mid-State won 38-10. Sorry. Mid-State won 38-10. If there's a team in that conference who has it'll be interesting this year, especially with Acadiana leaving, to see between Southwest and Mid-State who really, who can step up to JPG.
Yeah, and honestly, like even North Shore, even First Baptist. I know First Baptist had, they weren't like that good last year, but I mean, they've been pretty good in the past. But
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
So that's on Thursday, and then Friday night you've got several games. You've got one down in Louisiana. Natchitoches. Natchitoches. Natchitoches and First Baptist. Up here in the SEC, there's Lancaster Christian at Pleasant View Christian. Pleasant View bringing back football for the first time in 10 years. Their last varsity season was 2016. So that'll be a cool one to go. I'll probably go check out that one. And then Tennessee Tigers and Chattanooga Patriots is on Friday night as well, I believe.
Sorry,
let me look. I think that's correct. Let's see. Yeah. Tennessee Tigers, Chattanooga Patriots. That's on Friday, and then got a little bit on Saturday too. Now you got South Haven Christian taking on Pack in an 8-man game because Pack's one of the teams that moved to 9, but they'll still play some 8-man teams, and they'll still play 8. Um, so that'll be on Saturday, and then you also have the Lighthouse Warriors taking on Tri-Cities Christian, who's newly independent this season. So that'll be Saturday, and both of those games are happening up in Gatlinburg for at the Black Bear Brawl. So that's this is the first weekend of the Black Bear Brawl. You got those 2 games going on, and then there's another game in Louisiana, Blake. JPG and SWLA
Yes,
on
that
Saturday.
yeah,
So
that'll be a big one.
There's a little bit of action going on. A little football to get you going. Of course, we'll be up there broadcasting the 2 games from Rocky Top Sports World. I'm really excited. Of course, South Haven Christian Pack. It's a rematch of last year, and then Lighthouse and Tri Cities I've never played. Tri Cities, it's not too far for them. I think it's maybe like a 2-hour drive because they're way up
Yeah,
in Kingsport.
it's relatively short for them.
Yeah. So that'll
I feel like they should have. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I feel like they should have waited for some other teams from East Tennessee to come in before they bolted. Me personally, but
I don't know. I don't even know what does their schedule look like.
I think they just play JV games.
Well, let's see. I know they're playing a mixture of 8 and 11. Let's see. Tri-Cities Christian. If I can spell Tri-Cities Christian, there it is. What does their schedule look like? Black Bear Brawl.
Varsity opponent.
Why does it say varsity opponent? Why do they already have a win on that? What the heck? Okay. Anyways, so they're playing. Why didn't they add the Lighthouse Warriors?
That's why I don't like Max Preps too.
And then they're playing American Sports Prep on the 15th, the second weekend of Black Bear Brawl. Then they're playing Kings Academy in 11, which they just brought football back. Fairland, where's that? Is that Virginia? Ohio. Is that at? It's neutral at Raceland High School. Where is that? That's got to be Kentucky. Let's see.
That's got to be.
Yeah, Raceland, Kentucky. Let's see. Yeah, I guess it is about halfway. Let's see. It's Fairland High School. Where's Fairland High School? I don't even know. Proctorville, Ohio. So they're basically going up to them because it's only 45 minutes from this Fairland High School. So Tri-Cities is going up into Ohio to play this game. No, they're going into yeah.
So they're basically crossing they'll probably have to cross Virginia, and then Kentucky, and then Ohio. So they're playing a game 3 states away, pretty much.
Well, this is okay. Never mind. This is barely in Kentucky. It's like right over the border. Still though, but I guess how far is it? I mean, let's see. Raceland High School to Tri-Cities Christian. We'll get back on track here in a second. So it's a 3-hour and 54-minute drive, but going to Nashville is too far. And then they're gonna play Bland County. They're gonna play. They're gonna play.
My bad.
They're gonna play Bland County from Virginia, South Lake Christian, which I think they're in North Carolina. Yep, North Carolina. West Oak, who is from South Carolina. So they're playing teams from Tennessee, Alabama, Ohio, Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina. And then where's Castlewood from? Virginia. They do get to play some games at ETSU. That's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
They'll play games at ETSU. Yeah. So they'll play games at ETSU. They'll play 2 at the Black Bear Brawl. They'll go up to Kentucky and play a game. They'll go to Virginia and play a game. Huh.
So Fairland High School to Tri-Cities Christian.
Yeah, but they're playing it
Putting
at
in Google.
Raceland High School.
Oh, they're playing at Raceland.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're playing it at Raceland,
Whoops.
which is like just across the border.
Okay. Yeah, they're still traveling basically 3 states,
Yeah, yeah.
but
Well,
Nashville's too
Nashville's too
far.
far. Nashville's too far. Uh, hang on. This West Oak that they're playing, Westminster, South Carolina. How far is that? Westminster, South Carolina, to Tri Cities, 3 hours. But Nashville's too far. I'm sorry. It's too good.
It is pretty fun. It is really
It's
funny.
just it's funny. It's funny, man. So got some football coming up Saturday. We'll be there at the Black Bear Brawl. I'll probably check out a game Friday night before we go up there. We got a little football, a little taste of the action this weekend. Next week is when it really revs up and gets going. So we'll definitely have more. We'll probably do the same format as last year, Blake, and then we'll like pick our top 5 games coming up.
Yeah.
We'll see who the top 5 games that we're excited to see are. Of course, early in the season, you get some crossover games. Teams playing other teams that they usually don't. So, especially with the Black Bear Brawl, there's some cool matchups there. But no, it'll be a lot of fun. So, what did I miss,
Yeah,
Blake?
absolutely. Not much. I mean, I do want to talk, like, look at top 5 games. Like, I didn't really prep for that, but
There's not a ton. I mean,
yeah,
how many? I think there's how many actual games are there?
there's not many. There's not really many.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of a. Let me see. ACL has 3 games this week. Seek has, if you count the Black Bear Brawl, 1, 2, 3 games this week.
ACSC has 1.
Oh no,
So it's
there is
like,
another game Saturday. Christian Community School and the Tennessee Heat are playing on Saturday.
yeah.
I think that one's. I have it. I have the schedule pulled up. I don't know why I'm not pulling it up. I think that one's at what, the Heat, right?
Yeah, it's at the Heat.
Yeah, it's at the Heat.
Yeah.
So that'll be
plenty games.
yeah. Good little smattering of games
Yeah.
to check out.
So-
So we'll keep an eye on all of them. Of course, I put out the post this last week, but we've got the last year we debuted the 8-Man Extreme Network on YouTube. Had several teams streaming their games to there. So if you would like to do that, shoot us an email, shoot us a DM. We'll get you the info. We'll get you all set up for it. I know a couple teams are returning. I think it's really cool. A couple teams are actually just doing it on their own channel, which is really really cool. Like I'm all for that. Like, go ahead, let's go for it. It's less,
Yeah.
I hate to say it this way, but it's less work. I mean, now I'm not trying to set up a link and stuff, which I don't mind doing. That's the whole purpose of starting the network. But if you're running it on your channel, I'd love to promote your channel. So love seeing that and the game grow and more people really branch out and kind of do, because then they can do basketball and all the other sports, baseball, and you can really expand volleyball. You can really expand and do like the entire portfolio of sports that your program or your school offers. So I think it's cool that people are getting their own channels up and running. I'm all for it. But Blake, what did I miss? We good?
I think we're good.
Said your
I'm trying to
piece.
think. Evangel talked about something, but I think we
Evangel
already
talked about
covered it.
what?
I think Evangel talked about something I was want to say, but I think we've already kind of touched on that a little bit.
The Florida.
Florida, and just how they flipped the switch.
Yeah,
through the year.
Yeah, I looked and I was thinking about that too. Like, and we tracked it throughout the season, and it was showed on the rankings. But I mean, they started off the season. They lost to Arundel, which wasn't a bad loss. They lost to River Oaks, not a bad loss.
Not a bad loss.
And they lost to Freedom, not a bad loss. But it still meant they started the season 1-3. And
Yeah.
then that's when the switch, and Coach was talking about it yesterday. He goes, at
Mhm.
that point, I told my coaches, I said, we're changing it up. And they started doing hitting
Yeah.
drills. And
Mhm.
I was like, hey,
Yeah.
you know what? Sometimes you just got to go back to get ahead.
Yeah. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And
Right.
you
Exactly.
know, Evangels, their formula's been working. So
Exactly. Well, I think that does it for Extreme Talk, this week's edition. There we go. Brought to you by nobody yet, but we will continue looking for a sponsor. For Blake Biggs, Eli Cornett, I'm James Shannon. Thank you so much for listening to Extreme Talk. We'll see you Saturday at the Black Bear Brawl. See ya!